In this video, we're going to talk about how to evaluate logarithmic expressions, and the one we're going to look at is log base 3 of 27. Now, the key to solving a problem like this is to know what it's really asking, and I'm going to kind of tell you what it's asking in the beginning so you'll know the answer right off the bat, but then I'm going to show you how you can get around to figuring out what it's asking if you happen to forget. So what this is really saying, log base 3 of 27, is really saying 3 to what power is equal to 27. But in order to see that algebraically, what I typically do in these problems is I go ahead, and right now we have an expression, we don't have an equal sign, but I turn it into an equation from the start. And so I just say log base 3, or whatever you have, of 27 is equal to some unknown. So I just say it's equal to x, because we don't know what it is. We want to know what it is equal to. So if we figure out what x is, that will be our answer. And then what I do is I use what you see on the right hand side of your screen, the way of converting from logarithmic to exponential form or vice versa in their equivalent forms. And so we're just taking this log base 327 equals x, and we're starting out right here, and we're going to change it into something that looks like b to the x equals y. So just use that as your model and switch the letters and numbers around to where they go with the corresponding letters and numbers in that model. And what we get when we change this to its equivalent exponential form is 3 to the x equals 27. And so right there you can see what the question was originally asking, 3 to what power, or 3 to the x, is equal to 27. Now this may not be completely obvious to you. You can use a calculator at this point if you want to, and just do powers of 3 and see what happens. But what you can also do is you can try to write this to where you have the same base on both sides. And by the base I mean the 3. So on the left hand side there's nothing we can do. But on the right hand side we can say 27 is the same thing as 3 to the third power. And then of course you have 3 to a power is equal to 3 to a power, so you can just cancel out the 3's, and all you have left over is x equals 3. And that's going to be your answer to this problem, because like we said, we introduced the x in the beginning, and we said log base 327 is equal to x. So if we can figure out what x is, then we know that's going to be our answer.